Ladies and gentlemen, we are thrilled to have you join us as we present a hand-picked selection of fintech startups from Central and Eastern Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. These incredibly talented entrepreneurs will compete to win a remarkable prize pool of $30,000 and a place in the global finals. Our distinguished panel of judges, representing both the startup community and Visa, will have the challenging task of selecting the deserving winners. It's time to launch the Visa Everywhere Initiative 2024 Regional Finals. Here's your host, Richie Santos Diaz, Economic Development Advisor.
Hi, everybody. My name is Richie Santos Diaz, and I'll be your host for today's 2024 Visa Everywhere Initiative CEMEA Finals. We are so looking forward to having you all tune in today. Visa has selected an impressive cohort of startups and fintechs, all of which are doing groundbreaking work in Central and Eastern Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. These companies are all poised to change the world of payments and solve the challenges of tomorrow. However, before we begin with all these exciting things that are going to happen today, let's welcome on stage Andrew Torre, Regional President for Central and Eastern Europe, the Middle East, and Africa at Visa, to share some opening remarks. So Andrew, welcome on the virtual stage and looking forward to hearing your opening remarks.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 finals of the Visa Everywhere Initiative for Central and Eastern Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Today is an electrifying day. Hopefully you feel the energy, passion, enthusiasm, and excitement and excellence that our contestants are going to bring. We're joined by some of the brightest innovators in the region, entrepreneurs who are shaping the future of payments and setting the course of commerce for everyone, everywhere. Every year, we continue to see a great rise in talent, ideas, and applicants. In fact, our applicant pool has gone from 700 a couple of years ago to 1,400 this year. Yet, early stage startups continue to face significant hurdles, including access to capital. We're proud that since we launched in 2015 the Visa Everywhere Initiative, we've helped more than 1,500 startups from over 100 countries secure funding of over $48 billion. This year, our regional winners will share a total prize pool of over $350,000 to invest into their startups. But more than just access to capital, participants get access to some of the best minds and experts in payments. En route to these regional finals, we've had some fantastic sub-regional competitions. We held 3 local editions of the Visa Everywhere Initiative this year. The first covered Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and Oman. The second covered Qatar and Kuwait. And for the first time ever, we held an edition in Levant, covering Jordan, Lebanon, Iraq, and Palestine. I'd also like to take a moment to celebrate our last 2 global Visa Everywhere Initiative winners. They were both from CEMEA, in fact, both from Nigeria. Last year, Drugstock, an e-health pharmaceutical distribution startup, and the prior year in 2022, our global winner was Thrive Agric, which is helping small farmers gain access to the digital economy. As you can see, we have a strong track record of recognizing and supporting fintech innovation from all over the world. The Visa Everywhere Initiative isn't just about announcing winners. It's about building long-standing, impactful connections, and it's about Visa's passion for supporting the fintech ecosystem. With that in mind, I'd like to take a moment to sincerely thank our panel of esteemed judges. Gulnur Atabek, chairman of Alif Bank in Tajikistan, Mark Silver, founder and CEO at Kite, Jordan Bray, VP Plug and Play UAE, Aida Diarra, group country manager for Sub-Saharan Africa from Visa, and also from Visa, Godfrey Sullivan, our head of product solutions and digital partnerships. Today, we are celebrating our region's vibrant fintech landscape and an investment in its future. I look forward to seeing who from CEMEA will be progressing to the global VEI finals on October 28th at TechCrunch Disrupt in San Francisco. It promises to be an incredible showcase of both innovation and entrepreneurship on the global stage. Thank you all for coming, for championing entrepreneurship, and for supporting innovation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Andrew, for those warm, welcoming words. And now, I'd like to introduce today's esteemed judges. Gulnur Atabek, CEO of Aleph Bank, Mark Silva, founder and CEO at Kite Scouting, Jordan Bray, Vice President and UAE Director from Plug and Play, and from Visa, Ida Diarra, Senior Vice President, Group Country Manager from Sub-Saharan Africa, and Godfrey Sullivan, Senior Vice President, Head of Strategy, Products, Solutions, and Digital Partnerships. We're so excited for you to join us all today. And I don't envy your jobs because it's going to be a tough choice to choose today's overall winner. And now, I'd like to introduce our finalists for today. Abimbola Adebakan of Advantage Health Africa, Saad Ishfaq of TESS Payments, Natalia Gomez of Nomanini, Rashid Haddadin of GamerG, Y. Hua of CNP Secure. A big round of applause for both our judges and our finalists. How will today work? Each of our finalists will have 4 minutes to pitch. This will be followed by 4 minutes Q&A with our judges. The startups will be judged based on the following key criteria: solution and pitch presentation, Visa partnership opportunities, desirability and uniqueness, and finally, feasibility of product solution. Once all the startups have pitched, the judges will deliberate privately and select today's overall winner. This overall winner will receive $20,000 in prize money. The first place winner will also secure a spot at the Visa Everywhere Initiative Global Finals that will be happening this October in San Francisco, California. For those of you watching virtually in the audience today, first of all, welcome. You also have a very important job, as you will have the opportunity to vote and decide the audience favorite winner, who will receive $10,000 in prize money. So make sure you stay tuned to the entire event. Once all 5 startups have pitched, a QR code will pop up on the screen with instructions on how to place your vote. You have 2 minutes to cast your vote, so stay ready. As the judges deliberate later in the show, we have a thrilling announcement in store for you about the Visa Accelerator program. So keep watching to discover more about this. Now, to the moment we've all been waiting for, let's get ready for the pitches. First up, let's welcome on stage Abimbola Adebakan of Advantage Health Africa, who's providing faster access to genuine and affordable medicines across Nigeria. Over to you, Abimbola, and best of luck.
Hello, my name is Abimbola Adebakan, and I'm the founder and the CEO of Advantage Health Africa. And we're on a mission right now to enable access to medicines for 50 million Africans. What we have seen is the need to innovate. At Advantage Health Africa, we have noticed a looming healthcare crisis. Over 60% of Africans still do not have access to affordable quality medicine. Yet, side by side that, you find that 80% of pharmacies are at the risk of shutting down. This does not augur well, and we have seen that a pure innovation will address this matter. We have come up with the Advantage. The Advantage is a real-time access to the inventory of thousands of pharmacies. What it will give us is that we can serve more online pharmacies, help the retail pharmacies, and serve the people better. One of such people is Hawa. Hawa is a restaurant owner. So you can imagine she's busy. Operating in the city center, and it takes her up to 2 hours to get to the nearest pharmacy. And there is no guarantee that when she gets there, the medication she needs for her fever will be there. Now she's discovered my medicines. When she goes on my medicines, she can find the medication for severe fever. And this happens because the advantage is powering my medicines. The advantage searches the pharmacies, ensures she knows what she's picking, and she makes her payment. Currently, our pays through bank transfer, she pays through USSD, and sometimes she just pays with her card. Once we get payment confirmed, our dispatch rider gets the medicine to her within 40 minutes, sometimes less. This is far different from the 2 hours she used to spend. And we have done this over and over for over 200,000 scripts. We have aggregated 1,000 pharmacies on our site, and we plan to do more. We have moved at least $5.7 million through our business. Our model is hinged on 6 revenue sources. And the one that we know will scale now is the pharmacy commissions based sales. How will we do this? By partnering with Visa. We want to aggregate 10,000 more pharmacies. We want more online pharmacies sitting on the advantage. This way, across Africa, we can get 50 million African users generating $1.5 billion in transactions. What APIs do we need? Card tokenization, account-to-account tokenization, and payment orchestration APIs. Using this, we will be able to convert more users through buy now, pay later. We will enable nano credit for medication subscription. We will facilitate seamless health insurance payments, and we can exchange loyalty points for medication. We see this happening in partnership with Visa, and we want to use this to scale from our point now in Nigeria to at least 5 other countries: Ghana, Kenya, Zambia, and Ivory Coast. Work with us to make Hawa a happy person so that consistently thousands and millions of Hawaiians can have access to quality and affordable medicines, and they can tick that off of their worries in Africa. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Abimbola. That was really, really interesting. But judges, did you guys have your own aha moment? Let's find out. Jordan, did you have any questions you wanted to ask?
Yeah, thanks for the presentation. And I think the Visa partnership makes complete sense. Just curious about the funding side of the business. It says that you've only raised $1.2 million and have been around since 2017. What sort of funding are you raising over the next 12 or 18 months to support that growth into different countries?
Thank you very much, Jordan. Good question. Right now, we're raising 2 types of funds. One is debt finance that is helping us with our pharma product distribution, and we're doing that through the banks. The other funding that we're raising is equity, where we're seeking investors in our tech solution, The Advantage. We're looking to raise $1 million for that part of our business.
Amazing. Thank you.
Hi, Abimbola. This is Godfrey from Visa. Love this, love the concept. Really nice. I can think of a couple of parallels in the grocery store market and a number of markets that have done really well. A question in terms of customer acquisition, building on Jordan's question, how are you thinking about acquiring customers? What's your customer acquisition costs?
So each customer comes to us through diverse channels. We've got most of the customers that we plan to come through the pharmacies. Now, if you imagine that one pharmacy attends to 3,000 to 4,000 clients every month, then what we want to do or what we want to happen is that these clients, these pharmacy clients, can become our clients for nano medication subscription, and the pharmacies will get to sell more. We also are acquiring clients through social media platforms, associations, and various groups. So far, that has worked for us, and now we can ramp it up with this partnership that helps us to fulfill those orders at the background.
Very good. Thank you.
So
Thanks,
build on
Godfrey.
that is, so you see your market as primarily pharmacies, B2B, or is it a B2B to C model that you're pursuing?
Thank you, Mark. It's actually a B2B to C. And what we have done with our B2C is to integrate their fulfillment through the pharmacies. So on one hand, we have increased access to new markets for the pharmacies. And on the other hand, we have increased access to genuine and affordable medicines for individuals. So it's a B2B to C play that we have operated since we commenced.
Gulanor, any questions you might have?
Do you have any competition at the moment? Because from your presentation, it seems that there are no online stores right now. So everything is just offline, and you are the only company who is providing such services, but maybe I'm wrong. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to clarify that. We actually do have a number of online pharmacies that have sprung up. What we have done is to take the innovation further. In creating the advantage, we have distinguished ourselves from being an online pharmacy to being an aggregator that is able to see real-time the inventories across pharmacies. We intend to serve not just ourselves, but also online pharmacies. So they sit on our platform and they can get their medication discovery as a service through us, so that they don't need to replicate such a model that we have built. They're simply augmenting access to markets for the pharmacies through the advantage.
Thank you.
Thank you again, judges. That's it. Your 4 minutes are up, and Abimbola, you can now relax. So thank you again for your pitch. Next up, it is my pleasure to welcome Saad Ishfaq of TESS Payments, a key provider of e-commerce merchant acquiring services across Qatar. TESS Payments earned their space in today's CEMEA regional finals by winning the Qatar and Kuwait finals back in June. So Saad, I'm going to hand the microphone over to you, and best of luck.
Esteemed judges and fellow innovators, Assalamu alaikum. I am Saad Ishfaq, CEO for TESS Payments. Since 2017, we are on a mission to optimize fintech ecosystem for SMEs in Qatar and beyond. Our journey has been very single laser focused, and that is to enable these SMEs to thrive in a digital economy. So far, we have served more than 900 merchants in Qatar only. We have partnered with 2 banks and 5 PSPs. In 2023, TESS achieved the landmark milestone of $1 billion in GMV via online and in-store payments. And this is just the beginning. But before we talk about the big opportunity, let's empathize with the real heroes of our story. Imagine yourself as the owner of this small shop. While working day and night, 24/7, 365 days a year, you are juggling day and night to keep these shelves stocked up with anything and everything that your customers might ask for. While juggling and putting all the efforts to make both ends meet for this shop and for your family, do you really think that you will have the time and energy to establish multiple partnerships with the banks and fintechs for multiple reconciliations and settlements? The reality is many small business owners don't have the time and resources and expertise to manage this intricate web of financial operations. And to handle this plethora of the fintech solutions, TESS has come up with an innovative solution of one API. We have partnered with ecosystem players like banks and PSPs to offer a wide range of products and services through one single app and creating a one-stop shop for the merchants to access multiple products and services customized to their needs and their services. The customization is the key over here. But on the other hand, we are also providing a one-window access to the market, which creates a win-win situation for the ecosystem players as well. The cherry on top is our robust data analytics that helps us address the real challenges and the bigger problem, that is access to finance, digital lending, and supply chain financing, which can only be done once the TESS application starts showing the credit scoring and relevant customized solutions for these SMEs. We have a working revenue stream with per transaction revenue share and a subscription fee and a revenue share as well from the ecosystem players who access the market. Visa. Today we are here in front of you to create a fusion of strengths. Only Visa has that enhanced market reach which can help us to forge partnerships, not just in Qatar, but beyond Qatar in the CEMEA region. And this can create a broader acceptance and trust on the one API in the ecosystem. Secondly, the most important is the data analytics, which Visa can help us to create the strength and the technical power of this one API. Through Visa acceptance solutions and technologies, we can pivot our product and create a one unified API for the CEMEA region. Our vision is bold, yet achievable. Visa, let's collaborate, integrate, and innovate. And together we serve more than 21 million SMEs in GCC and Africa. Together we can tap into a digitizing potential of $425 billion annually. The vision is that together we can create a seamless and inclusive fintech ecosystem. And this is the way where the wave is not just about the financial inclusion, but we call it a fintech inclusion so that we can empower small and micro SMEs to thrive in the digital age. This is not just a business growth. Let's foster the economic and fintech inclusion in CEMEA region. Thank you.
Great pitch, Saad. Let's start off with Ida. Ida, do you have a question for Saad that you wanted to ask?
Saad, first of all, thank you. Thank you for a very good pitch. Do you have an idea of where the next opportunity will be for your franchise?
Absolutely. So currently, as we speak, we are in an extensive, thorough blueprint to go in a few of the markets through our existing partnership with the telecom-based mobile money operators, specifically in Kuwait, Oman, and Iraq for the next 2 years. So as we speak, yes, the answer is yes.
Thank you very much.
Goldenor, did you have a question you wanted to ask as well to Saad?
Yes, thank you for the presentation. It was very interesting for me. I mean, the services that you are providing, are there any other providers on the market right now?
So we are one of the very unique fintech player in the market, which actually operates with its partners as well and with its competitors as well, because we are trying to create an inclusive fintech environment. So we do not consider fintech competition anymore. We try to build a holistic platform, which does not just helps the merchants and SMEs and SMBs, but rather the ecosystem player as well. So it's a win-win situation for everyone in this particular solution. So effectively, the answer is no, that we are not in a competition to anyone in the market.
Godfrey, do you have a question you want to ask as well?
Absolutely. Thank you, Saad, for a great presentation. You are solving a real problem for SMEs that has been looked at from many directions before. I really like the solution. Can you tell us a little bit more about your licensing requirements and how you're going to address those in the other markets you hope to expand to?
So in Qatar, we have a Qatar Central Bank Payment Service Provider license. However, having said that, we also partner up with acquiring and issuing bank to get a regulatory cover and the compliance cover, where we do more kind of operate in a third-party operating model for that acquiring and issuing banks to fulfill the regulatory compliance and AML, CFT or KYB business requirements, and which helps us to keep that data secured as well as per the local regulations. Having said that, as we are extensively partnered with quite leading telecom and FMCG operators, so based on the telecom partnerships, we will leverage their existing PSPs or EMI licensing in other markets as well. But yes, in the markets where we are expanding, we leverage on our partners' licenses. But where we see the real value, we acquire the internal TESS relevant license from the regulatory authority as well.
Thank you. Mark, you have a question you want to ask?
Sure. Again, like everybody said, great presentation and great solution. Quick question on next 6 to 12 months. What are some of the biggest challenges that you're facing, and how do you think this partnership can assist with that?
We lack the data analytics and on-ground insights which we require to initiate with. So very recently, Visa has also published a report on the unlocking the SME potential. Just 2 weeks ago, they published a report for CEMEA region, but publicly it is only available for the Nigeria and very few markets. So this is where we see the real opportunity to collaborate with actually Visa, and so that Visa can help us move and pivot our product and especially the solution offering in the right direction. This will be the biggest, I would say, contribution from Visa and in terms of helping us keep our offering into the right direction for the CEMEA region.
Fortunately, we're out of time. Saad, thank you. And thank you so much, judges.
Thank you so much, everyone. It was really a pleasure to present our solution to you, and looking forward to connect again.
Next up, let's please welcome on stage Natalia Gomez of Nomanini. Nomanini is a world-class digital banking and supply chain financing solution in cash-first markets. Without further delay, Natalia, the stage is yours. Best of luck.
Hi, my name is Natalia Gomes and I'm the CEO of Nomanini, a platform that exists to improve the lives of informal merchants across Africa. More than 80% of retail transactions in Africa occur in informal markets, with majority of those being in cash. It's estimated to be worth over $500 million, but due to the informal nature of it, our guess is that it's closer to double that. I'd like to introduce you to Janet Nambela. As an informal merchant living in Zambia, Lusaka, cash is at the heart of her business. Every day, Janet sells an average of $30 worth of basic necessities, and her digital transactions have an average value of less than 50 US cents. Prior to Nomanini, Janet would have to close her shop to either purchase physical goods from a wholesaler or find agents who can accept her deposits. As each mobile network operator has their own wallet, she'd need to spread her already very limited working capital into multiple wallets to facilitate all of these transactions. She would lose out on sales if she didn't have money in the right one, or incur significant fees transferring money from one wallet into the next. And that's exactly why we created Nomanini. Nomanini is the fastest and cheapest way for informal retailers like Janet to deposit money into one digital wallet, enabling them to do all digital transactions and become eligible for loans, all without ever being part of the formal banked economy. Let me show you how. Step 1, merchant selection. Once selected, Janet would go through a KYC process that is always as simple as possible. Step 2, simply deposit money and start trading. Janet's unique ID is her cell phone number, and our auto deposit solution allows deposits to reflect real time for instant trading. Janet would immediately be able to sell a host of VAS services, facilitate bill payments, and enable cash in and cash out transactions for any network. Our platform is designed to work in rural and remote areas, even if there is intermittent signal. And all our transactions take place within a couple of seconds, never longer than 1 minute. Step 3, access float advances. After only 30 days of trading, Janet will start receiving access to various loan offers, which differ in amount and tenor to cater to her specific working capital needs as well as her risk appetite. Merchants like Janet, utilizing our loan product, show at least 50% increase in turnover. 24% of them are better able to provide for their families, and greater than 10% have crossed a shame barrier and now admit to being able to provide an education for their families. Our multi-tenant platform has processed over 100 million transactions to date. We've disbursed more than $5 million in loans, and we have a 96% repeat borrower rate. We pride ourselves on being merchant-centric, and our solution is designed to cover the shortfalls in the traditional banking system. Nomanini's revenue model is based on a percentage of the share of the revenue transactions and loans that are facilitated on the platform. Just like Visa, we want to enter into new markets and improve the lives of informal merchants by offering them cutting-edge solutions and access to innovative new products and services. I see two ways that we can work with Visa. Using Visa Direct, we can plug into the various APIs and expand Janet's cash-in, cash-out solutions so that she can include instant global remittances. We see a future where Janet can use her Nomanini wallet or a digital card to facilitate B2B transactions, such as supplier payments or marketplace payments, enabling her to access a host of additional services, increasing opportunities for growth and customer satisfaction. Informal merchants like Janet have a pivotal role within their communities. The success and livelihoods of their business has a direct impact on the lives of all of their community members, both economically and socially. Visa, together, let's improve the lives of informal merchants everywhere. Thank you.
Amazing job, Natalia. Very, very interesting pitch. Godfrey, do you have any questions for Natalia?
I love the presentation. Really interesting area. But can you talk a little bit about the competition and how you see you differentiating versus some of the other players that are thinking about this space?
Yeah, so I mean, there's obviously quite a lot of competitors, and to name them by each market would take me a long time. So in short, essentially our biggest competitors would be the actual mobile network operators, as well as potentially FMCG manufacturers and distributors. I think the biggest thing that makes us different is the fact that we are very merchant-centric. Our business exists to improve the lives of the merchant, not necessarily our own upline or downline. And then the other thing is that we really, really aim for interoperability, and we want to give the merchants the choice to choose who they want to buy their products from, who they want to sell who they want to buy from, as well as what services that they want to offer. So they get to be in the driving seat as opposed to us telling them what to do. So I suppose, in short, interoperability is the thing that I think differentiates us from everyone else.
Jordan, any questions you have?
Yeah, thank you, Natalia. Great presentation. So I see here the company's been around for over a decade. You only have 16 employees. What are the growth plans on like the employee side? Are you looking to raise in the next 12 months? And what could you do with 50 employees?
So we try to keep the team as lean as possible. I don't think staffing necessarily always solves the problems that you have. So in as much as possible, we try to keep the team as lean as we can. In terms of fundraising strategy, we're actually not looking to raise, and we're trying to grow organically and just build the base and the team as simple as possible while still servicing the merchants. So I hope that answers your question, Jordan.
Yeah, congratulations on the success.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ida, do you have any questions you wanted to ask?
I do. And Natalia, thank you very much for a very good pitch. I have a question regarding your acquisition strategy. You're tackling a segment that is very, very important for the economy of the continent, but at the same time has its own challenges. How are you looking at onboarding these merchants? And what is the cost of this acquisition, if you can have these answers?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Ada. Those are great questions and possibly part of our biggest problems. So it depends from market to market, but generally we try to partner with either field sales representatives or trade route developers that already have established networks within the communities that we're looking in, as well as rapport with these merchants, because trust is quite a big thing in their lives. It's also why they traditionally choose to not be banked, because they don't trust the institutions necessarily. So that one-on-one relationship that they have with these route developers is actually really key and crucial to our solution and to the longevity of our product. In terms of cost of acquisition, it's relatively high, so anywhere between $5 to $10 per merchant, depending on the market. We're really working hard to try and reduce that through like self-KYC and referral programs. But the good news is that we generally recover that within 4 to 6 months of the merchant trading. So it's quite a quick turnaround on that high cost. So.
Gulanor, any questions you might have?
And the question is, what is the non-performing loans rate for your loans? And is it the same as the market, over the market, below the market? Thank you.
Thanks, Gulanor. So I can't give you the exact percentage because it's proprietary, but what I can tell you is that it's significantly below industry average. Very, very low default rates, in short.
So thank you so much. Thank you, judges. Thank you so much, Natalia. That was a very interesting presentation, very interesting Q&A. You can now relax and, like the audience, exactly, and enjoy the rest of the show. I'm pleased to introduce Rashid Hadaden of GamerG. GamerG is a skill-based gaming platform that offers prizes every day. Rashid joins us in the CEMEA regional finals, having won the Levant Everywhere Initiative in Amman, Jordan. Rashid, the microphone is yours. Good luck.
Hello, I'm Rashid, co-founder of GamerG, the first competitive gaming platform for casual players in the Middle East. We have been crazy about gaming since PlayStation 1 days, and we still are. Gaming is becoming more popular year over year, with more than 1 billion gamers in the Middle East, Africa, and Europe, where 99% of those players are casual gamers. The gaming market is bigger than the music and film industries combined, and it's just getting started. KSA alone is investing almost $40 billion to become a video game hub. And esports are booming in Africa. Gamescom in Europe, the biggest gaming expo, is getting bigger year over year. Of course, as a casual gamer, which makes up to 99% of any player base, we faced some issues joining tournaments, like we needed to book in advance to get a spot, and the players we faced were random, resulting in unfair tournaments. This is why we created GamerG, a skill-based matchmaking tournament platform. On GamerG, all you need to do is just sign up, connect your game account for skill level detection and automated tracking. Then you can join any tournament you want where you will be matched with 10 players of similar skill level. During the tournament, players will see their score updated in real time on the live scoreboard. Players must deposit cash into their GamerG wallet, which gets converted into gems, which are basically our digital currency that is being used to participate in further tournaments. After competing, players can either withdraw their prizes from their prize wallet or join more tournaments. And to manage our risks, we have placed limits on how much and when withdrawals occur so we can manage our cash flows. Today, GamerG charges 30% on participation anytime players join a tournament. Also, we are planning to diversify our revenue streams with a subscription model, processing fees, short-term and overnight deposits, FX spread, and sponsorship. Since our launch in December 2023 with minimal marketing spend, GamerG has completed more than 1,500 tournaments with more than 50,000 game sessions with an average duration of 1 hour per tournament. We have successfully integrated with the biggest games on the planet, globally played by over 400 million players monthly. Since gaming is a pure digital activity and payment is at the center and the core of our business, we are confident that Visa is the perfect partner for GamerG, and we could collaborate on 3 key aspects: cross-border payouts, card issuance for our users, Visa token services, and to expand on that, Visa Direct can solve the challenge of cross-border payouts due to the high cost of wire transfers and country-limited digital wallets. Additionally, our users would get exclusive benefits on GamerG services when obtaining a Visa card, and let's not forget, it's also a payout method. Finally, using Visa token services, we can protect users from theft, fraud, and simplifying the purchasing experience. We have built GamerG with a global vision. We see GamerG being used by everyone around the globe, and the network of Visa can help us achieve this goal. Come play with us. Thank you.
Great work, Rashid. As you're into gaming, thank you, Rashid. And as you're into gaming, Are you ready for the next level of the game, which is the Q&A?
100%. Yeah, sure.
Perfect. So judges, I'm gonna bring you on stage now, and we're gonna ask Rashid some questions. Mark, any questions you might have?
Totally. Great presentation and good metrics so far. A lot of success. You said that you want to be a global platform. Before you become that, let's talk a little bit more about what your ambitions are locally in the region.
So basically in the region, what is, let's say, if we want to scale and expand to other countries, the only limitation we have is having payout methods in these countries. So we are trying to integrate to order to find a solution to have a payout to all these countries. And this is why we believe like Visa Direct is like less hectic than integrating with 30 or 40 wallets in the region. So this is the main thing that we're focusing on. Other than that, we're like creating new features such as like a public profile, subscription models, like we're just enhancing the model.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Godfrey, do you have a question?
You bet I do. Rashid, I love your business model. It is so good. I'm excited for you. Can you tell me a little bit about the competition that you see as the first question? And then the second question is, my 10-year-old son loves the idea. When are you going to open it up to kids?
Okay. So regarding the competition, so most of the competitors, they are doing either big tournaments or they do not have accessibility like in this region. Okay, so those are like two aspects where it makes us on the edge. Plus the skill-based matchmaking algorithm that we've like really worked and invested in to have a very fair tournaments. Okay, so this is like what makes like this is our value proposition basically. So regarding your son. Like to solve this issue, we're like planning to add things that would include kids, but right now 10-year-old is too young for like our platform. So maybe like in 6 years he could join.
Very good. I'm not sure he can wait that long. Thank you, Rashid.
Okay.
Never too old to play games, right? Anyways, thank you so much. How about Jordan? Do you have a question you wanted to ask?
Yeah, Rashid, super exciting, and I love the opportunity. I think in the Middle East in particular, the sky is the limit for the esports and gaming. This is actually an opportunity I would love to take to RIC in the next few weeks, so we'll be in touch. But my main question is, you talked about having an average game session of 1 hour. How are you going to take advantage of that as the company grows? I see you have affiliate marketing or affiliate programs for the gamers, but are there any potential partnerships that you see in the future where the gamers or yourselves could be getting affiliate marketing from selling gaming devices, headphones, monitors, etc.? Because I think having someone's attention for an hour is something that you should really take advantage of and rethink.
Okay. So basically, just to clarify like something, that our average duration for tournament was 3 hours, and we have reduced it for 1 hour. So the player would join like 1 or 2 tournaments at in the same day. So this is why we minimize it, so he can play the 3 different games in the same day. The thing is that also we have done a lot of strategic partnerships, especially like with telecom operators in the region. Also, the part of the e-commerce is one of the plans. Also, we're gonna add like to sell gift cards and like virtual items. But this is like on our pipeline right now. What we are focusing on is having like our user really happy with the tournaments, playing, being more engaged. So this is what we're like really investing in right now.
Got it. Seems to be going well, and congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, judges. Thank you, Rashid. Unfortunately, the 5-player game is coming to an end because time is up. So thank you again, judges, and thank you again, Rashid. Last but not least, I'm excited to introduce to you all Wai Hua of CNP Secure, turnkey solutions for issuers to adopt dynamic CVV and virtual cards. Wai joins us from Bahrain and is coming off the back of his recent win at the Visa Everywhere Initiative, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and Oman edition. I'm going to hand over the microphone to you now, Wai. Good luck.
Hello, my name is Y from CNP Secure. Card not present, or simply known as online transactions, make up 73% of all card payment fraud. That's because we're entering the static card data into online transactions, so any exposure means potential fraud risk. The industry has tried to combat this with solutions like 3D Secure, but unfortunately, it's been 2 decades and we still have a few issues. First, the adoption rate is quite low in many countries, including in the CEMEA region. Second, there's a high failure rate from both abandonment and false positive declines. Lastly, but most importantly, both the card issuer and the merchant must write a lot of code for this technology to work. As a background, our team has more than 40 years of combined experience in payment risks, and we came up with CNP Secure, which is a turnkey and PCI compliant solution for dynamic CVV and virtual cards. This solution is for the card issuers to be launched all within their own platform. Once enabled, the cardholder can now generate a one-time CVV code that lasts only a few minutes, so any exposure no longer means fraud risk. This solution requires no coding from the card issuer, and no action at all needs to be taken from the merchant. There's no app to be downloaded, and the whole solution can be online in as little as 45 days. Very similarly, we can enable virtual card issuance, so the cardholder can generate a new card for either single use or for a specific spending category. The solution is just as easy to be implemented by the card issuer, and as a bonus, the card holder now have access to spending control. All of this is only possible thanks to our vault-to-screen technology. This is a proprietary technology that we developed from its very core to encapsulate all PCI-sensitive data so that the bank or the processor do not need to invest in any upfront spending in coding or development. They simply take our product off the shelf, use it, and pay us only based on the amount of API calls. Now, we've launched with a major global bank's one-country operation last September, and we have 8 more deployments globally in the pipeline, including 5 in the CEMEA region. We were able to prove that we reduced fraud and chargeback by more than 97%. And in addition, we helped improve the customer engagement on the bank's app by 9 times. In fact, this made the bank so happy that they no longer view us as a cost center expense today, but rather as a potential new revenue stream. We are here today to seek a potential partnership with Visa. First, as a no-brainer, we want to work with Visa's DCVV2 solution so that we're offering a much more credible overall package compared to underwriting CVV code on our own. In addition, we want to work with Visa's other risk product, including transaction control, risk manager, and token service, so that we're offering more than just risk prevention, which is what we do today, but also risk detection and risk mitigation. You can think of it as today we're giving the banks and the card issuers just Microsoft Excel. But by working with Visa, we could be bringing them the entire Microsoft Office suite. Now, in the CEMEA region, many countries today still have a very low card adoption rate. And we do have this chicken egg problem between the lack of willingness from the merchant to accept the cards and the lack of willingness from the banks to issue more cards and underwrite more transactions. We want to work with Visa to at least address some problems on one side of this chicken egg problem. We want to make it less expensive and less risky for the bank to issue more cards and underwrite more transactions, especially the online transactions. These online transactions are so crucial for our deeply fragmented CEMEA region with many diverse countries because these online transactions can now give access to the cardholders to spend money globally. Eventually, we want to work with Visa to help reduce that $40 billion of annual card fraud loss down to 0. Thank you.
Great work, Y. Very interesting. I like what you said earlier about keeping the banks happy, but let's find out from the Q&A. And we do have a bank amongst the judges, right? So Golinor, you want to kick it off first? Do you have any questions you wanted to ask for Y?
Yes, thank you very much for the presentation. Could you please technically describe how it works? So am I right thinking that when I do the payment, I just go to the application of my bank and I see that CVV each time, or how it works? Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for the question, Golinor. Absolutely. So when the bank wants to offer this, we can get that done for the bank in 45 days. This will be available in a bank's mobile app, both the iOS app and the Android app. So whenever the card holder wants to spend an online transaction, they can generate a one-time use CVV code all within the bank's existing app.
And it works it will work only 45 days.
No, sorry, let me clarify. The code will last a few minutes. It's up to the bank to decide, but typically the code lasts a few minutes. So on the back of the card today are many cards with a static code. The problem with the static code is once that's stolen by the website or by whomever implemented the website, there's a lot of fraud risk. So we make that code dynamic. This code lasts a few minutes. So each time the customer wants to use it, they can generate a new one. 45 days was how fast we can get the technology done for the bank. So say you're the bank, you want this technology for your bank, we could get the technology done for you in less than 45 days.
Okay, clear now. Thank you.
Aida, any questions you might have?
Yes, thank you very much for the presentation and the pitch. The question I have for you is, what is your unique competitive advantage, and do you have other players out there that offer the same solution as you do?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the question. So this whole dynamic CVV concept really got boosted during the COVID when online spending skyrocketed. And back then, a few solutions came out. First, there's the mechanical code on a battery-powered credit card. And then there's software provider like CNP Secure. And then there's always the bank trying to do it themselves. The battery-powered card turns out to really lack consumer enthusiasm, and right now really it's not going anywhere. There are a few other startups similar to us that try to help the bank implement a solution like dynamic CVV. Where we differentiate or where we really stand out is earlier I mentioned vault to screen. That to screen part, no one else in the world is currently doing it, and that's where the banks really tell us we really reduce the amount of work from 100 lines to 0 rather than 100 lines to 1 line or 10 line. In the world of PCI DSS compliance, 1 to 100 is a factor of 100, but 0 to 1 is a factor of 10,000. So the banks, what the banks really like about us is we totally eliminate any coding and any PCI DSS concerns for them. And in fact, our co-founder, our CEO, previously was the head of this specific product for Citibank, the largest dynamic CVV program in the United States, and he has interviewed every single competitor before our company, and that's what drove him to start this company. Lastly, but the banks could do it themselves, and our pitch is quite simple. Take your most conservative estimate, we can beat your cost by at least 10 times, forecast that by 5 years. And it's a very easy sell for the banks.
Thank you very much for that.
Unfortunately, we're out of time. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, judges. Thank you, startups, for those great pitches. It was fantastic to see such a diverse set of exciting fintechs competing to be crowned the CEMEA regional winner. Now, audience members tuning in, as mentioned at the start of the show, it is time for all of you to submit your votes. You will now see a QR code on your screen to vote for your favorite startup. The startup with the most votes will win $10,000 in prize money. You have 2 minutes to vote, and you can only vote once. The time starts now. Thank you for submitting your votes. I can now confirm the audience voting is complete, which means we aren't far away from learning who the audience favorite and the overall winners are for the 2024 CEMEA Regional Finals. However, for this, and hot off the press, I am pleased to announce that applications for Cohort 3 of the Visa Accelerator Program are now open. The Visa Accelerator Program was launched to help enable Africa's expanding startup community through expertise, connections, technology, and investment funding. The program enables up to 40 startups each year to help accelerate and grow their business. Undertaking a 3-month learning program focused on business growth and mentoring, each startup will gain access to top mentors, training, and partnership opportunities. The launch follows on from Visa's pledge to invest $1 billion into Africa's digital transformation and supporting the advancement of Africa's economies to drive inclusive growth. If you are a seed to Series A startup enabling a market-tested solution with proven traction and either existing operations in Africa or demonstrated commitment to expand in Africa, this program is definitely for you. Make sure to visit the Visa Africa Accelerator homepage to apply for your chance to be part of the next group of trailblazing startups. But don't just take my word for it. Let's hear it direct from some of the alumni about their experience. This is a great opportunity and one I'm sure you do not want to miss out on. So let's roll the video.
We're so excited when we heard Visa had launched this global partnership to work directly with fintechs and other financial institutions and startups.
We applied for the Visa Accelerator program because we wanted to be with a cohort of like-minded individuals so that we can learn from one another and also leverage the network and the perks that Visa provide to grow as a business.
I think it's a very progressive program, and I'm an old guy, but it tells me that there are a lot still yet to learn.
Visa gives us the rails and the capabilities to really achieve everything that we want to do.
Hi again, audience. It's been a very, very interesting day, but guess what? We're here for the big moment. We're here to announce both the audience favorite and, more importantly, the overall winner for the 2024 CEMEA Regional Finals. So now, let's welcome back on the virtual stage our 5 finalists, as well as our lead judge, Godfrey Sullivan, Senior Vice President, Head of Strategy, Products, Solutions, and Digital Partnerships in CEMEA. Godfrey's going to first announce the audience favorite, which, to remember everybody, that audience favorite, which was selected from all our viewership right now, will win $10,000 in prize money. So Godfrey, I'm going to hand over the microphone to you. Please tell us who won the audience favorite award.
Fantastic. Thank you, Richie. What a phenomenal response we have had from the audience. I think the fintech community across CEMEA is almost as excited as I am. Now, let us get to the point. Let us announce the 2024 winner of the Visa Everywhere Initiative audience vote. And the winner is GamerG. Rashid, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. How does it feel,
Thank
Rashid?
you. Amazing. Thank you very much.
Indeed, indeed. A popular vote. This is a great achievement for you and the team. Many, many congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you again. Congratulations again. And that was the first part. But audience, viewership, everybody here on stage right now, we all know why we're tuning in today, because we want to know who won the overall winner for the 2024 CEMEA Regional Finals. This winner, besides, of course, taking the title and glory for this year, will also win a prize award of $20,000. And as mentioned earlier, will also be representing CEMEA at the Visa Everywhere Initiative 2024 Global Finals that will be happening in San Francisco, California this October. So Godfrey, please go back on stage. Tell everybody who won today.
Thank you, Richie. The excitement is building up. We have had 5 super impressive fintechs presenting today. And this is an indication of just how rich the fintech community is across CEMEA. We have had literally hundreds of applicants, tens of participants in the 3 fintech events that we've held across the region over the last couple of months, and a phenomenal response. And I can tell you, we have had very, very tough deliberations amongst the judges. This is a really difficult call. We have got, as you've seen, we've got a diverse range of fintechs here. We've got real expertise and leadership across a number of different dimensions. How do you pick a winner? This is such a difficult task. But we have picked a winner. And after much debate, we have decided who will be the 2024 Visa Everywhere Initiative overall winner for CEMEA, who will be traveling to San Francisco to represent the CEMEA region and all of the innovation coming through that. So, who is it? GamerG, Rashid. Congratulations. How does it feel, Rashid? The winner of the audience vote, the winner of the judges vote, overall heading over to San Francisco to represent the CEMEA region on the Global FinTech Everywhere Initiative.
Really exciting, really awesome, and thanks a lot. And hopefully, waiting toward going to San Francisco for sure.
Very good, very good. Any immediate plans on how you're going to spend the money?
Mostly in expanding our business, not any one personal expense.
Fantastic, fantastic. We look forward to partnering with you in the future, and you and the team, and wish you every success. Congratulations again, Rashid.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations again. Richard. Thank you very much. I am absolutely sure that today's 2024 Visa Everywhere Initiative CEMEA Regional Finals did not disappoint. We saw some truly exciting fintechs battling it out to be crowned the CEMEA's 2024 winner. Once more, a massive congratulations is in order to all of our deserving winners and finalists. Your dedication and hard work have truly paid off. Thank you also to the judges who took the time to participate in today's event. It would not have been possible without you. To our incredible audience tuning in today, thank you so much for participating in the 2024 CEMEA Visa Everywhere Initiative. I'm your host, Richie Santos Diaz, and it has been a pleasure guiding you through this day. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye.